Hello peeps, it's the Hillbilly Halfwit here today, and I do a bit of a small little video on the Farage entering the race. Now if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and comment and like and share this stuff out there, because we need this stuff out there. Button's only just below you. Now this happened last week. Farage entered the race. I know a lot of people don't like him. He's chalk and cheese. I think he's always been a pretty reasonable guy. He says stuff that the normal man thinks, and he's not afraid to say it. And the establishment do not like it. They don't like it up on Mr. Mandarin. Now, in my area of Wales, it's very awkward for me, because if I don't vote for a Conservative candidate in my area, the Liberals will get in. And in Wales, we need 2 more Conservative candidates to actually make Wales a bit better in the Parliament, because Labour can push things through otherwise. It's only 2 more MPs, but if they were 2 more Reform MPs, it wouldn't make a difference. It would make the same difference. But what I was going to say, he has absolutely chucked a hand grenade into this election. I've been looking at it the last few days. I've noticed Labour voters and Conservative voters, all the Brexit voters, will be voting for him. This looks like it could be an absolute kapow for these two. Now, Starmer didn't do well last night in the debate. I didn't watch it. I couldn't be asked. Rishi Sunak, he did okay apparently. But Starmer seems to be going down. Sunak seems to be staying the same. But the people have had a gutsful of the Conservative Party in the UK. So, them two, I think Starmer could be like a Neil Kinnock, and he might, well, not win by a mile at all. It might be closer than everybody thinks. Now Mr. Farage has entered the ring with Reform. I've been listening to some interviews of people from Labour voters who are going to vote for Starmer, and they're switching. Have that, you twats, like I said. I haven't fully decided yet, but I got to say, it's changed my mind. And you know what changed it? My missus doesn't follow politics whatsoever. She's a very level-headed person. Not left nor right. Keeps out of it all. And I mentioned to her yesterday that Farage has entered the ring. And she said, well, I wasn't going to vote in this election. I'm going to vote for him now. Straight away. Absolutely straight away. And I thought to myself, she is a normal person. She's not a person who follows politics. Doesn't care a lot, but she's got a good head on her shoulders. She's not hate anybody in any way. And I thought to myself, if she's doing that, what's everybody else going to do? Do you know, there could be a seismic thing happening here. If the same people for Brexit vote for Reform, it could be like a Brexit absolute. The polls won't show it. But he could actually be right up there. The Conservatives might have to join with him to keep power. And imagine that. He would effectively be the leader of the country. So Sunak might lose so many seats that if Farage gets maybe 10, they're talking about he'd be happy with himself. Yes, I totally see that. But if what I see is happening, he could get 5 or 10. Imagine that. That could be the point where Sunak could keep in power. He'd have to join with Farage. And basically, Farage would be running the UK. It'd be incredible. So we'd definitely have a lot of things. This net zero would be smashed on the head straight away. So this is just a small video. Like I said, I'm of no party. Some of my favourite politicians have been from Labour. Tony Benn and Rodri Morgan. I just like certain politicians. And some people tell the truth whether their own party likes it or not. I do think Sunak is celebrating too soon. And I think he might have a Neil Kinnock moment. So there we are. Ta-da!